So they go to school until 8th grade, work on the farm, and this is it.
I wanted to be rebellious, but you quickly find out that the world has nothing to offer.
Can I take a look?
Vast majority don't vote. We have Jesus Christ as our president.
He's 6 and he'll start learning English this year. What are people scared here about the U.S. education?
Protestants teach things that we don't agree with. They would go to war.
They have no electricity.
So I usually have a microwave sitting on the seat where you're at. So boys and orphan, gonna go check out their pie. I have a phone, but it's limited, it's blocked.
Couples control each other's internet. How do you guys get along with the non-Amish, the English people? Good morning, guys. Here in beautiful Holmes County, Ohio, home to one of the largest Mennonite populations in the world. So a local reached out to me. His name's Josh. He said, Peter, do you want to get into our way of thinking? Do you want to understand our culture better? Do you want to cruise the back roads with me? So there's nothing more I love in this world than getting into someone else's world who's different than me. So today we're meeting up with Josh, who's a Mennonite. He's lived here his whole life. He's going to show us the inside scenes of what's going on here in Holmes County. Josh said meet behind this place. Here we go. Josh.
How's it going?
Morning.
Morning. Just park your car over there somewhere.
We're gonna go out with Josh here on his route. I don't know exactly what he does. You're a farmer, Josh, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, all right.
Kind of. I mean, I haul sawdust to chicken farms.
It's so nice here, Josh.
Really?
It's clean.
Yes, sir.
Everything's buff.
Holmes County for you. Everyone takes pride in their property and they really try to keep things clean. So.
Yeah, I mean, like all these parts, there's flower beds everywhere. I mean, this is the back of a gas station.
Yep.
Is that what it is? Pure pressure?
Yep. I think so. I mean, a lot of it is. Keep up with everybody, you know?
So keeping up with the Joneses in Holmes County is like how buff your grass is, how nice your garden looks.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so the first thing you need to know, think of it in this way. Think of it, you know, you have liberals and you have Republicans, right?
Okay.
In your circles.
Sure.
And there's extremes on both sides, right? There's extreme liberals, there's extreme conservatives.
Okay.
So that's exactly the same way with the Amish and the Mennonites. There's extreme conservative ranging all the way to extreme liberal.
Where do you fall?
I mean, asking myself, I'd say right in the middle.
Okay, and so you're connecting Amish and Mennonite.
Yes, because we call ourselves, we actually don't call ourselves Mennonite, we call ourselves Beachy Amish.
Beachy Amish.
Yeah. So,
before we get into this, where are we going right now?
Going to Charm to pick up a load of shavings from my trailer. Take it up to the chicken barn that I was just at. He wants 2 loads.
Amish or Mennonite?
No, the owner of the chicken barn is just an English guy.
Okay. And by English, it means anyone that's not Amish or Mennonite.
Correct, right.
And so you guys work together here?
Oh yes, we do business with anybody who wants to do business. That's in the business world. Like a lot of the Amish people around here have businesses, their own businesses, and then they hire a driver, like from the English, to go work for them or take their crews out, or if they do construction or
because
whatever
they're more conservative Amish, therefore they can't drive.
Right.
They hire someone to do it.
Right.
Interesting.
Right.
And Mennonite, tell us the difference between Mennonite and Amish, like the basic difference.
Okay, so the basic difference between us, my Mennonite or Beachy Amish, we drive vehicles. We have electricity in our houses. We have modern homes. We have...
You have a truck.
I have a truck, right. See, I'm driving.
What is this amp here? You have a booming system?
No, I plug in... I usually have a microwave sitting on the seat where you're at.
That's not conservative Amish.
No.
Microwaves on the seats?
Nope. So I got a microwave sitting where you're sitting usually, and then I heat my lunch up.
Okay.
So there's Amish that are so conservative, we call them the Schwarzentrooper Amish. They're the most conservative. They live in their houses without any electricity, without any indoor plumbing.
And they're out here?
Yes. Oh yeah, we'll see. We'll go past a couple of their places. Those are Schwarzentrooper Amish right in that house.
So they have no electricity.
No.
But why do they have such big houses?
because they have so many children.
How many?
Oh, however many they can have. They have 10, 12, 15.
Why are we stopping, Josh?
I want to look at the Schwarzentrooper place. Got the White House, traditional white Schwarzentrooper house on the left. Got the garden. They all have big gardens because they have big families. And they don't make a lot of money and they do hard work, so they need a big garden to support their family. They did all that by hand.
So you're saying they don't have a lot of money, but
No.
I'm looking at a pretty big size house with a massive barn and a lot of land.
They just work and it's generational, and they, I mean, I don't know, they're not...
It's handed down, right?
Yes,
it is generational.
In their community, like the Schwarzentrooper Amish, the way I understand it, they're not allowed to have a lot of money. Like, they're not allowed to go get jobs and make a lot of money. It's against their culture and it's against their tradition.
Okay.
More than anything. So they raise a bunch of children, and they have to have a property this size for all their children to raise their garden. They take care of that property without any motorized equipment. Like their lawnmowers, it's just a push mower without a motor.
Okay, what about all this laundry here?
That's all hand washed with a hand washing machine. And in the winter, it can be 0 degrees, and that's hanging outside, just like that.
Birdhouses,
Yep.
very cool birdhouses up there.
Birdhouses.
And so the kids go to school until 8th grade and then they're done, right?
Yes. And they go, then they work on the farm.
And this is Schwarzentrooper too?
That was a Schwarzentrooper that passed us right there in the buggy.
Okay, so they go to school until 8th grade, work on the farm, and this is it.
Yep. It's
Until
their
the
life.
end.
Yes, that's their life until they get married and move to their own place.
They're moving out.
Yeah.
And then when their parents pass, they come back?
Yeah, just
Something
gets,
like that?
Yes, just gets handed down. Like like their parents would get old, so they take those. So one of the children will move in and take care of the parents until they die.
Got you. No nursing homes out
No.
here.
There's no appliances in that house, no plumbing, nothing. Just bare necessities.
So they're completely off the radar,
Yes.
like away from government,
Yes.
not voting,
No,
have nothing to do with society outside of this world.
pretty much.
So nothing has changed for them, say this last year?
No,
Zero.
no, 0. Nothing.
Wow.
That's your typical Schwarzentrooper right there. They base their salvation more on works and tradition and just following all these rules.
They're not reading the Bible?
No.
You're reading the Bible.
Yes.
But that's interesting that you're, say, more on the left side of things, more open, more liberal, but you're more into the Bible
Yes,
than them.
very much so.
That
Than
I would
the
have never guessed in a million years.
Than the Schwarzentrooper.
Rise up, O men of God, have done with lesser things. Give heart and soul and mind and strength to serve the King of Kings.
What's the difference? It's going to sound like a rookie question,
No,
but,
that's okay.
between Mennonites or Beach Amish and Catholics or Protestants?
Well, Catholics and Protestants teach things that we don't agree with. Like they would go to war, they would fight. We wouldn't
fight.
No, because we feel the Bible commands us not to fight, so we don't.
You come from Switzerland originally, right?
Correct.
Is there something in that? The Swiss stay neutral. Wow, look at the clotheslines.
Yeah, some of the more modern Amish have electricity, and a lot of them, if they make their own electricity, they're allowed to have it. Like they'll have solar panels.
Interesting.
They'll have generators.
That's legitimate.
Yeah, it's fine.
I started this video actually talking, like focusing on Mennonite.
Sure.
But what I'm realizing already is there's going to be a lot of crossover.
Yes.
Like you are Mennonite, but you call yourself Beach Amish.
Beachy.
Beachy Amish.
Yes.
Okay, guys. So I want to make that clear. It's there's not a fine line. It's sort of a lot of gray zone, right?
Yes. I can say a lot about that. Okay.
You're speaking Pennsylvanian Dutch, right?
It's my first language. You can probably hear my accent.
So with everyone here, you're not speaking English all day long.
No. Even with the English people that live around here, they all speak Dutch. Most of them. Majority.
Interesting.
Because a lot of them grew up Amish or Mennonite. So a lot of them, and a lot of them just know it from living in the community. I barely spoke any English before school.
So at home in the house?
No, we speak all Dutch. we're all Dutch.
But you call it Pennsylvania Dutch, but it's more of a German dialect, right?
It's
like a Swiss German?
Yes, it's a mix. Like our Dutch has a lot of English words mixed in it. You'll hear like when we're talking, but it's not German, or it's not High German. Okay, he's gonna load me, so I don't even have to go out and do right now. But so yeah, anyway, back to the language. It's kind of like it's not written anywhere. We don't write it ever. We just just learn
it. It's not in books.
No, I guess you could probably find a book with it in, but
what about your Bible?
Yeah, that's in German.
High German.
High German. Well, not in ours. Mennonites, no. Mennonites, it's English. But if you go to an Amish church service, everything would be in High German. So the Bible teaches us that we're supposed to work by the sweat of our brow. So when we get stimulus checks and things of that nature, then the majority, not all, but a majority of the Amish and Mennonites just donate those checks because we didn't work for them.
Donate to where?
To a charity.
What's with the golf cart here? What's this lady doing?
Probably oh, it's a Mennonite. They're just driving through town.
So that's legit.
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't have had this preconception, but I didn't think it would look this good. You know, when I'm thinking farm country, I'm thinking it's not going to look like that.
I'm thinking more of the rednecks.
I'm thinking you're not planting a garden in front of your barn.
A lot of Amish farmers are organic. Like that's an option for them, but they don't have to be. So that's just up to the farm.
The Bible was written before the option of being non-organic.
So a vast majority of the Amish and Mennonites don't vote politically.
Why?
Because we believe in the Bible. It talks about our part in this society, and it's not with the government. Like we pay our taxes because we're commanded to. We're supposed to give to our government what belongs to them. We're supposed to respect them as long as they don't go against what the Bible teaches. But we don't, like the President of the United States or any other person in the government doesn't affect us. Like we have Jesus Christ as our president. So
Jesus Christ for president every 4 years, no matter what.
Yes, and he never changes, and his laws never change. So we don't worry about them.
So Josh, we're gonna drop this load, and then we're gonna go to some cool Amish Mennonite places, right?
Sure.
Get some pie.
Yeah, we can do that. It's not a law that we have to have a lot of children, but
yeah, but I'm saying, is it respected?
Yes.
If you have more children.
Yeah, it is kind of for the very conservative Amish.
So your population's growing.
Yes. Oh yes.
A lot.
Yes, very fast, and that's why we're expanding all the way up in. We're way up in here in Wayne County, and that's why.
Okay, I'm gonna get a biased response, obviously, but how do you guys get along with the non-Amish, the English people? Which English means every ethnicity, or every person outside of Amish.
Like, we don't really deal with them unless it's through business. Or like our neighbors.
Or making YouTube videos.
Yeah, right. We don't have a problem with them, or we don't have any. We just live our lives, and they respect us, and we have tons of tourists.
This is the school.
Yes.
Is it in session right now?
No, summer vacation.
Oh wow, guys, outhouse. This is functioning right now.
They have see what they're mowing their yard with? 2 horses.
No lawnmowers come in here.
Nope.
They can't use indoor toilets.
No, they have no indoor plumbing or power or anything. Gas, kerosene lights. If you leave them, they shun you.
The Schwarzen Troopers.
Yes. So
if you leave, you're excommunicated. You're out for life.
Yes.
But this can't be a Schwarzen Trooper house.
No, that's an old order house.
That's old order next to a Schwarzen Trooper field.
Yes. Correct.
Oh wow. And would they talk to each other?
Oh yeah. They communicate, and they help each other out, and they do all that stuff.
And they'd be speaking in Pennsylvania.
Yes. Oh yeah.
This is Schwarzen Trooper.
Yes, right here. You can all their houses look the same, all their barns look the same.
Little bit confusing with the technology.
Okay.
There seems to be many tiers.
Yes.
We have the Schwarzen Troopers.
They have no technology.
No technology.
No.
you have a lot of technology.
Yes.
There's no ad getting with a Schwarzentrooper.
No.
But you're not totally liberal.
No. We have, like, for instance, at home we don't have TV. We don't have any of that stuff.
Social media?
No, no social media. I have a phone, but it's limited. Like, it's blocked. A lot of the internet stuff is blocked. So we just stay away from that.
Who's blocking it? What do you mean it's blocked?
I just have an app that I block it with. Like, we have an app that has a password that I can't get on.
Gotcha. Who controls that?
My wife. That's the password.
So couples control each other's internet.
Right.
Is it always stay in the family, or does the church do it?
No, it's optional. Like, I have an account that can block up to 9 phones. So brother just talked to me at church the other day and wondered if I could add his phone to my plan. So that's possible. You know, I can add his phone to my plan. So he uses the same blocker that I do.
So there's a list of websites you guys figure out of what you block?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, we get together and, you know, so this blocker that I have blocks anything that has anything to do with porn.
Okay.
Or in that line of thing. And then you can really customize it too.
Okay.
Ja, det vet vad ich schon da Mittelstreet schon. Ich habe keine Ahnung. Ich bin völlig sure, ich habe det.
It's really a cool sounding language. It's singy-songy.
Oh, okay.
That's how it sounds like to me.
Okay.
Like Swiss German.
Yeah. We got a fruit stand. Schwarzentroopers selling fruit. Produce.
How you doing?
How are you?
What do you got that's delicious? Oh, blackberries. Nice. You grew them up here? Do you guys all live up here?
Yep, we do.
Yeah? Okay.
This is all one family?
About a half of us.
About half of you? So, where are the other half?
They went with mom and dad down to the produce auction.
Oh, that's the produce auction.
So if you were here alone, you would be speaking Pennsylvanian Dutch,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Matt and Dad went together.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's 6 and he'll start learning English this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
In school. Well, last year was kindergarten, but
They don't,
Okay.
They don't learn that much.
yeah, they
as
don't
far
learn
as,
much. He'll be 10 in October. He knows a lot of it.
Oh yeah.
And Danny here, almost 8.
Danny, what's going on back there?
understands some, but still not. You know.
So that was for you. So you didn't understand any English until 6, and then you learn it in school.
Yeah, I mean, they
Okay.
sometimes learn some words, you know.
Pick it up
down
by
here.
yeah.
Oh,
Pick it
okay.
up.
Dealing
Yeah,
with
okay.
English. That thing's classic. So you put bigger stuff on there, huh?
Yeah, we can. We just weigh our produce on here. I mean, it's on its weight.
It has
Just
no springs on
No
it.
springs.
No
No.
springs.
I don't know how. I mean, we've got it for a while now.
It's
See
that.
what they weigh?
It's that accurate.
Check it out.
wow.
Not quite 1 pound. You know, we had.
I mean,
to put
it
the numbers
really
in.
was
It
a
would be.
ounce with a
It
scale.
would be 14 ounces.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's an ounce scale, but we just put the pounds on it. Like
Gotcha.
82, 4, 6, 8 pounds.
Do you send these kids out to weed while you guys hang out and sleep in here, or you can't pull
No,
that
we
off yet?
just, if we do that, they'd be out there sleeping too.
Buddy, I want the hat. Can you make me one of those? I have no hair. I need something. I need something upstairs.
About 3 acres, probably.
Okay. And that's all done by hand.
Just to be clear there, Josh, you gave me approval to shoot that video. You're saying they're cool with it?
Yes, they will. They do not care because they will. First of all, they will never see it, and second of all, like if you would have gone and asked them, "Hey, can I take a couple pictures of you in your stand?" They would have said yes, no problem. Now, if you would come in there with a couple of guys with huge cameras and a TV show or something, then
Right.
then they would.
Then it gets
probably-
intimidating.
Yes, but the way that we did it like that, we're there to buy produce. They don't mind at all if we snap pictures and take short videos of it while we do that. Did you hear their accent?
Oh wow, what a
Yeah.
thick accent, huh?
Yes, that's the difference from their schools. That's exactly how they sound in their schools when they're teaching. can I have a problem with our rules if they're all backed up by the Bible? If I'm supposed to follow the Bible?
So you're looking at the Bible. Here's a book of rules, or
It's
here's
a
a
book.
code to live by.
Yes. There's no gray area.
Just black and white.
Yep.
Are you curious about exploring outside of that? Have you ever been curious about that, or no?
Oh, yes. Growing up and, in a teenager and, I went through a stage where I wanted to be rebellious and I wanted to see what it's like to be out in the world, but you quickly find out that the world has nothing to offer.
What do you mean by that?
In my experience. Well, you go out there and you try to, you forget God and you forget, like we have, if you believe the Bible and Jesus' teachings, he gives you something that no one else can give you. And he gives you something, a feeling of just peace and joy and takes care of your problems. There's no fear, and you don't have that out in the world.
No fear?
Well, no,
Fear?
no, you have fear out in the world. If you live your life without Jesus, like what's going to happen? Are you ready to die? What's going to happen when you die? All of that stuff is answered in the Bible. I have no desire to live in the world. Like that doesn't.
Well, okay, to be fair too, you, I haven't explained this yet, but Josh has traveled to Ukraine.
Yes.
You've traveled quite a bit,
Yes. Yeah, I've been to Ukraine multiple times. My
which you
wife
said
is-
you liked.
Yeah, my wife is from there.
So you have seen some things,
Oh yes.
and you want to have nothing to do with that.
No, that brings. No, that's and what I mean by that is, like going and traveling. Yeah, that's fine. Like I like
Okay.
to go traveling.
Okay.
I'll still go traveling. That has nothing to do with living a godly life.
Yep.
But just by going out into the world and just doing doing whatever I want, what my flesh wants. That's what I'm talking about. Because if you're a born again Christian, then you give up your flesh. You say, okay, God, I'm gonna serve you, and he requires you to give up your flesh. You have to serve him.
What do you mean, give up your flesh?
Give up my desires.
Okay, let's.
If I can explain this, like a worldly man would want to go to a bar and he'd want to go to a strip club, or he'd want to go do whatever he wants to.
Yeah, but I've done all that, and I don't do any of it now. Strip club, no, burnt out on that when I was 18 in Montreal. Because I grew up here not far from Montreal. My buddies and I would go all the time until we realized this isn't that cool actually.
Yeah.
Sort of sucks, waste of time. I don't drink anymore. As far as internet censorship, I don't watch any porn. Because I think it's a dirty industry. I want to have nothing to do with it.
Good.
And what was the other thing?
Anything, you name it. Anything that the
So
Bible...
these bad vices, I'm not a religious person, but
Yes.
I identify these things that don't
Yes. And
help my life.
That is good. Very good.
But it comes from the Bible.
Yes.
It comes from the Ten Commandments.
That all comes from the Bible.
Yeah.
But the thing, I don't know your religious life at all, but the thing that you don't have is Jesus living in you, his spirit.
Why?
Because did you ask him to forgive you
For what?
for your sins that you
What are my sins?
going to the strip club, living your life, going to
I look at that it was exploring the world at a younger age.
Okay, and that's totally fine. That's
So it's my Rums. What is it?
Rumspringa.
I had my own Rumspringa.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing that the old order Amish promote. And that's something that we don't agree with.
Rumspringa. Rumspringa is the old Amish saying, "Hey, go out there, kid, into the world.
Yeah.
Go to your strip clubs, do whatever you want." Is that what they're saying?
Yes, they promote that.
Okay.
The old order Amish do that.
Okay.
They
walk us through that, because they're in this very conservative environment, and then all of a sudden one day they can go do that.
Yes. It sounds crazy, right?
Yeah.
So that's the old order Amish. They grow up, and again, it's not all of them.
Sure.
But vast majority, they hit an age of, I don't know what the age is, like 16 or 18, and their parents encourage them to go and leave the Amish and just do whatever they want, anything they want.
How long does that last for?
Until they get married. Once they get married, they join the church.
So how long is that usually, that time period?
It depends on the individual.
So, okay, if I think of people like, oh, this is cool, one second. put it on them. If I think of college, right?
Yes.
Those kids that had the most restrictive parents, the kid goes to college and loses his mind. That's the one that's binge drinking usually,
Yeah.
you know, like
Sure.
no limits to whatever because they've been suppressed in that respect.
Sure.
How about with Rumspringa? Same thing?
Yeah.
Do a lot of these kids just sort of like completely go the opposite direction?
Some of them do, not nearly all of them. Some of them do.
Okay.
But actually a pretty big majority of them come back because in their belief, they think that if they join the church that they're saved and that's all they have to do. Is just be part of a church. And that's good enough. Like they base their religion off of their works more than living a life for Christ, which the Bible clearly teaches against that. That's why the New Order even started.
This is really interesting because when I think old order, I'm thinking more conservative.
Yeah,
But in some ways they're not.
right, correct. That's true.
That's so fascinating.
Yeah, that's what I want to get into more tonight.
Okay, we'll talk about it at the dinner.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to be in this video or another video,
Yeah, that's
guys.
fine. That's fine.
But there's going to be a dinner, and we're going to get deeper into these topics.
The New Order buggies and the Old Order buggies.
There's a difference?
Yeah, see this? These buggies all have rolled up side doors, and the New Order ones have sliding doors. They're a little higher class. Okay, so want to go check out the buggies?
Yeah, let's do it.
Here's what I was talking about. This has a sliding door.
Okay. What's the top model, like top New Order buggy? Like what are the best features, I'd say? These have lights, obviously. They all have lights, right?
Yeah, aren't most of them required to have lights by state law?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Okay. Can I take a look?
Come here. Yeah.
Okay.
You're welcome to look around.
Thank you.
I just need to catch.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's just a simple seat and brake.
And then the back has the opening door as well, like this. And the Old Order ones would have roll up.
They're made in Ohio.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Isn't there one right down the road here?
Yeah.
Buggy shop. Yeah.
Here at a buggy shop. So just like you'd have a new car dealership,
Yep,
you have a buggy dealership.
It's the buggy barn.
The buggy barn. So they're making them here. Oh, wow.
Check it out.
So not made in China.
Made in the U.S. I don't see anybody right now. But see, this one would be an Old Order buggy because it has the roll down doors.
Right.
Is it okay if we just look?
Yeah.
Want to look at the buggies?
Yeah.
Okay. We're just
You make them all here.
Yeah.
You make any new order or only old order?
Yeah. We make new ones.
both.
What's the estimate rough price on these guys right now?
On a buggy, complete buggy.
Complete, yeah. Like a nice one, all decked out with everything, all the candy. 7. Not bad.
Some of these don't have any windshields. Like the Old Order, I'm not sure if the Old Order do or not, but I know the more conservative ones, like the Schwarzentroopers, they wouldn't have any windshields.
Are they against glass or what's that?
Well, just
what's that
more
about?
traditional.
Okay.
And then they'll pay a lot more for the horse too. Got to figure that in too. I think you can spend anywhere from 5 to 55 on the horse. You know, it varies so much. Yeah.
55,000 for a horse?
Oh yes.
Oh.
All the Amish schools, they fund their own schools and everything, so they don't have school buses.
Interesting. So, okay, so they're paying taxes, right?
Yes. And
Or like on, you know,
yeah, on the property and everything.
they're supposed to be paying. Okay, they're paying property tax, but why do they have their own schools? Just they want to teach their own.
Yes, they want their own teachers, and they don't want, because of what's being taught in the public schools, they don't want that in the local schools. So they have all their. You'll see a lot of schoolhouses like that. Well, they're for all the neighborhoods. They have hundreds of them. Basically, each church has their own school.
And they don't no school buses by the state. And so, what are people scared here about, say, U.S. education? You said the curriculum.
Well, not necessarily just the curriculum, but like they have prayer in their schools, and they have all of that stuff, and it's a lot more
Like
low key, or it's a lot more religious.
What do we got here, Josh?
Boyd and Worfman, gonna go check out their pie. Me and my brothers eat here every morning, every Tuesday morning.
You should be much bigger than you are, Josh.
Can we stay here?
Yeah.
Okay. We have an account here. We eat here every Tuesday, and we just pay at the end of the month. Because we eat so often.
Look at that key lime. Or is that lemon meringue? What is that?
Sure.
That looks good. How is it?
Don't eat it. It's my husband. He's coming back.
He's coming back.
The blueberry cream vanilla pudding and then fresh blueberries on top. It's one of my favorites.
Let's try it.
Okay, sounds good.
So this gentleman was trying to steal your pie and I stopped him.
That's not true.
It's a true story.
No. Thank you.
You guys enjoy?
Thank you.
Thank you.
I gotta go. No.
Yeah, it's got like a blueberry glaze on there. Josh, walk us through what's going on here.
What's going on is right now we're going to enjoy some of the best pie in Holmes County. We're going to buy it.
Big claim.
Yep.
This is a lot of pie in this can.
Everyone bakes pie, and they're all good. Okay. That's all you need to know.
No, it's not crust, but it's just a different color. I don't know why. And then we have the meringue. Taste it.
That sounds nice.
Very nice, very nice. It's got like basically egg yolk and sugar, I think, right?
This one tastes good as well. Kind of tastes like more.
What's more? What do you mean?
More pie.
Oh. Nice crispy crust.
Is it tasting okay for you guys?
I'm gonna return it. I'm gonna have to return it.
Oh no, do you want to try another part instead?
No, this is great. This is great. Thank you.
There is the check for you guys and you all have a good one.
Okay, thank you. Try it. I'll take a bite of yours. You can also take a bite of mine.
It's a pie mance. You know what? You ever heard what a bromance is? It's pretty. That's bad humor. Almost as bad as yours. Maybe worse.
Boy, that's good stuff.
Yeah. It's got some kick to it, you know? A little sour.
Oh, we'll still be hungry. Don't you worry.
I guess Josh's wife is saying don't eat much pie because she's
I did
making
not
pie.
specify. I didn't talk with Shanna, so I just assumed 6 o'clock. Our waitress is a liberal Mennonite.
The one on the right.
Yes.
Why? No headdress?
She has one, but it's really small.
Oh, it's black.
Yeah. And she's wearing like we would wear traditional dresses. They would wear a skirt and blouse.
And this one right in front of us is more conservative.
She's Amish, so right in front of us.
How can you tell? The bonnet?
The more liberal, the smaller it is, and you can see through. I mean, it's not a...
Just little details
Yes.
you can tell.
Yes.
So you can spot out what exactly somebody is.
For the most part, if they're from around here, yes.
In Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, different or the same?
I mean, the Amish, they're different. The coverings are a little different.
That was some damn good pie. Can I say damn, or is that a bad word?
Well, if you're referring to like a dam at a lake that holds the water back, then it's all good.
That was a delicious pie. Delicious pie with Josh. And well, guys, hope you got something out of that. A little bit of the Mennonite / Amish world. You call yourself Mennonite in the beginning, and then
I switched up on
beachy
Beachy Amish is the technical term for us.
The technical
but
term.
People call us Mennonites, and that's fine. We are kind of Mennonite,
So it's not an easy label. I think that's the main point
Yep.
of this video. And so, guys, we're gonna have a lot more videos from Holmes County, Ohio. We're doing a dinner, Josh and I, with the family, with a bunch of family and friends,
yes,
right?
Yes, sir. Family and my uncle.
Okay,
Yep.
so we're gonna get into more of these conversations at a deeper level, understand this culture more. Beautiful place. Thanks for making part 1.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
It's fun.
Josh is also a singer. I'm gonna leave your
My YouTube channel.
Josh has a YouTube channel and he's a singer. He's an amazing singer. So I'll leave that link at the end here.
That was his words, not mine.
All right, until the next one, guys. Take care.
His kingdom tarries long, bring in the day of brotherhood.